Welcome again, Flat Earthers. In my last video, I said the moon turns clockwise. It's counter clockwise. If you look at it, the moon turns counter clockwise. Okay? So I challenge you to look at the moon for 30 days. Give it 30 days and you'll see. I don't want to show you video and all that kind of stuff. I want you to go and do it yourself. But at this point, if you're a flat earth atheist, so I don't even think that matters to you at this point. I mean, you can look at that if you want, but if you're looking at me, I think you've seen enough to think that the earth is flat. So anyway, what I really want to get into, and hopefully I can make this video real short for you, we want to get into to the astronauts, the beginning, the guys who started from the beginning, and I really think that it's time for us to forgive, never forget, but it's time for us to forgive those guys and move on. I mean, those guys did what they were supposed to do. They was in the military. They military guys. They did what they instructed to do, as any military personnel does. Especially if it's going to better their family. I mean, do you think for 1 minute that these people sacrifice their selves? I'm talking about any, you look at a movie star, a football player, basketball player. It's not for them. They do all that for their families. They want their families to have a better life. So you gotta kind of understand that too when you look at everything. But what I kind of want to get into these, with these astronauts is no one you beat yourself up more than anybody else can possibly do. Why do you think these guys become alcoholics? I mean, why you think Neil became, he didn't want to talk to anybody? Because they felt bad. And us jumping on them and yelling and screaming and doesn't help. They know it, we know it, okay. I mean, that's it. It's time for us to move on and forgive. And the reason why I say that, because if you don't forgive, you're going to get stuck in anger and depression. Anger, depression, anger, depression, anger, depression, anger, depression, anger, depression, anger, depression. And you need to bargain past that and accept it. That's the only way we're going to grow into new heights. Otherwise, we're going to do just like, the globalists. We're just going to stay in that little circle. There's going to be a little one past theirs, but we're still going to be into anger, depression, bargaining. Anger, depression, bargaining. Anger, depression, bargaining. And we need to just, we need to bargain out of it and accept it for what it is and move past it finally. And forgive those guys. To me, they national heroes. I mean, to me personally, I look at things differently. They did what they was instructed to do. They was lied to too. I have no doubt they told those guys, oh, go ahead and go up there. We're going to go back late. We can go up there. I mean, those guys didn't train and do all that stuff for nothing. I think they thought they was going to really go. I really do. One thing I do know they did was they picked pathological liars. I mean, you can catch any one of these guys in any kind of subject or bring up anything, and I mean, right off the cuff. They don't have to think about it. They don't have to. I mean, it's no thought. They go right into their lie. I mean, you talk to Buzz about. I mean, you can talk to Buzz about a microphone. Oh yeah, I was the first one to carry up a microphone and speak in it. I mean, Buzz is a. I mean, I think he. At this point, I think Buzz really. You can lie to yourself and make yourself believe that if you're a pathological liar. And I notice when listen to these guys, they are fucking pathological liars. I mean, they can lie. I mean, you can bring up any damn thing with these astronauts, and they'll go right with it. You all know pathological liars. Y'all all know. Everybody knows one. You know that they lying. They know that they lying, but they still lie. And they sit there and they'll lie to you for 5 minutes. You're like, what the hell are you lying to me? I know you lying, motherfucker. And they know that they lying, but they lie. It's almost they convince themselves of the lie. And I really think Buzz does. I think Buzz really, at this point, I think he's, he's, I think at this point he really do. I mean, he's so just out there. I think at this point he do, because he's just they all are pathological liars. So, and that's one thing about pathological liar. They rather lie than tell the truth. You don't need to hypnotize them or anything like that. Shit, they'll lie about anything. And that's what they seem to choose. I think what set Neil different was he almost died. He almost bit the damn dust. I mean, he had some nerves of steel, I tell you. Consider some of the other people died. So, yeah, he was able to abort a mission that he almost was killed on. And I think they was telling them, oh, well, we'll go up there later, or whatever they told him. And when Neil found out that we couldn't go, I think he was pissed. I think he was real pissed. There was some information when he died. He left some information like taped underneath his desk. I was trying to find it to give a link to it, but I couldn't find it. I don't know if someone took that off or what happened to it, but it was a story after he died that he had some information he stuck underneath his desk, because after when all those guys die, they go and scrub their rooms. They take all the information out, any kind of information they take. But he was able to get this piece of information through it, and NASA admit that it was authentic piece of paperwork. But I don't want to say exactly what it is. I know what it is, but I can't find a link, and so I don't want to just say it without the link. But I'm pretty sure y'all guys are smart enough to kind of Google it and figure it out. But they found some. He had taped something underneath his desk or somewhere that they found. It was like a when you check in a customs receipt or something like that. I want to say maybe I think Jared had it, but I just can't figure out the title of the video. So I would need to do some more work on that. But I just wanted to make this quick video for you. See, Neil Armstrong. I mean, like I said, Neil Armstrong died, and I think that woke him up to it. I think it kind of teed him off when he realized that they couldn't go to the moon. All the other ones, Neil is too. Neil is a pathological liar too. I think his near-death experience kind of woke him up. I think that's what set him apart. The other guys, they pathological liars. They don't even. I honestly believe that they believe it. You don't have to hypnotize these kind of people. I know someone like that. I mean, I personally know someone like these guys that you can just go along with their story and they will just talk like it's real. It's amazing. It's crazy. So I know. I believe that shit. I believe that they, that these guys at this point really think that they was there, and like I said, if they was used and abused, it's no different than our jobs using us. You gotta think about it. Free your mind. Think about it. We all do things at our jobs we hate, but we have to because it's part of the job. So it's just, that's just the way it is. And I know some, well, NASA kill people. See it, and how can you be on their side? They kill people. Well, okay, let me give you a little bit of a scenario. Let's just say that that was this group, and they get great investment advice, great real estate advice, and they play on a great golf course, and all that kind of stuff that people like. You get the best deals, and all that kind of stuff. And it's a club that it's probably only 100 or so members in this club. It's an exclusive club. You trying to get in it, and they choose you as one of the members as a possible member, and they take you around the club and they show you around everything. You marry, you love your spouse. You love your spouse like no other. But you notice in this club that some of the guys in the club like cheating on their wives, which goes against you. But damn, you like the idea of saving money and investing with these people and investing in their real estate, and they let you know, hey, this is what's going on in this club. We don't talk about anything that goes on in this club outside of it. Okay, to each his own. So if you want to be in this club, you got to understand this is part of the deal. Because you want to be in it so much because of the deal. You say, yeah, I don't give a shit about that. So bam, you in. Then you meet the people's wives and stuff like that, the guys who's cheating. You meet their wives and they are just the sweetest people ever. Why are they cheating on these? They so nice. John should be cheating on Sally. That's not right. And you come up because you love your wife, and you wouldn't cheat on your wife or your spouse. And you say, I'm going to tell Sally that John's cheating on him. Now remember, you're in this club, you said you ain't going to do shit like that. Then you go off and you tell Sally John is cheating on him, and you're in this club, and they come and kick your ass. That's your fault. That's the way I see it. You're in a group, somebody tell you not to do something, you don't do it, or they're going to kick your ass. So that's what I got to say about NASA killing people. Don't get it with NASA. Don't get in the bed with them. Do what they tell you. Because you don't, they're going to kill your ass. So that's what I have to say about that. So, just be aware of that, man. I mean, understand we have to get past this NASA shit, and I really do want to get past it. Like I said, I mean, if you're a member and you want to play with NASA, you're going to get killed. So that's the way it is. But all I'm saying is, it's time for us to forgive these people and move on. That's the only way we're going to move on and figure this stuff out. Because I really think that they're telling us something. Okay, so let's get past these astronauts. I personally think that they're heroes. I personally think they did something that they had to do. I personally think that they was manipulated too. I think that they have psychological problems. They pathological liars. I mean, how you think they get and Ted Bundy and some of these serial killers, Henry Lee Lucas, uh, Charles Manson, and all these guys to admit shit? Because they pathological liars. They got mental problems. Shit, Charles Manson probably admit to any goddamn thing you tell him. If that's such thing. It sounds like it is. But, yeah. For what I'm reading, I think he's real. But, man, who knows what's fucking real in this day and age? But, I think, like people like Henry Lee Lucas and stuff like that, that guy looked like he wasn't even there. All there. He had mental problems. He probably meant to any damn thing, and he did. Some of the stuff he said he killed people, and he was somewhere else. He couldn't have possibly did it when he started running the stuff down. He wasn't all there, and I just think that's it. That's what happened with some of these astronauts in a certain way. They just pathological liars. Anyway, I'm drawing this out too long for y'all guys. I just want to go over that part so we can just forgive those guys and we can move on. That's the only way we're going to get past this is forgive these NASA astronauts. I'm talking about the astronauts. The astronauts now, I guess I got to put them in the same boat. They're just doing what they're supposed to do. We can't be mad at them. We got to learn to move past that point. Or else we're just going to get stuck in anger and depression. We have to bargain our way through it and accept it. Okay, guys? Anyway, Flat Earthers, thanks for tolerating my Jimbo Jambo Jambo. I appreciate it. My next video is going to be about. I want to follow up about the flood. Now, the last video before this one was about how I thought that we built the sun and the moon, and how I thought that the earth resets itself. Of course, it resets itself by flooding. Okay, so I wanna go into that story, how it resets itself by flooding, and how I think, I really think that we've been here for a long time. Imagine us only been here. We imagine right now we're only 2,000 years old, 2,000 years or 1,000 years old in the technology and stuff that we got now. Imagine if it was 10,000 years later or 9,000 years later, think how it would look. Especially if we all got together. So that's what I kind of want us to look to think about. That we were probably some bad motherfuckers, and it was written down. It became legend. And what was legend is the truth. And the truth is the people who was writing the Bible at first tried to tell the truth. There was nothing wrong with those folks. I have nothing against the early people who was trying to write the Bible. They was trying to understand the world. And I appreciate them 100%. But there's a group of people that took it over and started adding stuff to it and taking away and started doing different things to it. That's all I'm saying. But, okay. Thank you very much, Flat Earthers. I will see you next video. We're going to try to tackle this flood thing. See you next time.